Good morning, guys, from Adelanto, California. Back on the road nice and early. Ran into Walmart and picked up a few last minute items. Need to get some gas still. The gas station there in that Walmart shopping center was a Chevron, and I know Chevron's always good to be at least 10 cents more a gallon, but they were at $3.09. That's a bit ridiculous, and usually I don't like take pinching pennies over gas too seriously, but I'm probably gonna be putting about 55 to 60 gallons in this beast right now. And you know what? 10, 20 cents does add up. So I'll just get some gas up the road here. I know worst case scenario, there's a kind of like a truck stop, four corner intersection at the, oh, here's another truck stop. Let's see what they got. Okay, here we go. $2.79 a gallon, winner. Seriously, 25 cents a gallon really adds up in this beast. So here's a travel tip for you guys. When we get gasoline, we use our Alaska Airlines credit card. And then once we get back in the vehicle, or actually we'll do it for any large purchase that's gonna be kind of over $75 or $100. And that way we get miles, and then once you get back in the vehicle, you just go onto the app on your phone and send it from your checking account over to your credit card. Bada bing, bada boom. You rack up miles insanely quick that way. Seriously, no squeegees? I don't see squeegees over there at the truck area. What kind of truck stop doesn't have squeegees for your windshield? The gas can and generator are already topped off, so we're ready for some boondocking. And I'm pretty confident the ATV is topped off. Cut off at 75 bucks. We sure picked two good winters to do massive road trips like this. Yeah, a few years ago when gas was like $5 a gallon, that would have been a game-changing factor. Last year's trip was definitely cheaper. I think the lowest we paid was somewhere in Alabama, $1.59 a gallon. Like that means I could fill up the motorhome without having to double swipe a card, and that rarely happens. Looks like today's gonna be a 3-swiper. And here we go again. If it only takes 1 or 2 gallons, that's gonna be pretty frustrating. 2 gallons. To make this worth my while, I'm gonna try squeezing a little more fuel in. All right, 59 gallons later, let's get back on the road. A lot of people ask about how much we spend on fuel and lodging and stuff like that. Generally speaking, I take no pleasure in calculating numbers like that and keeping records. I'd rather just have fun and live life. But we went 435 miles and put in about 59 gallons, and that works out to 7.37 miles per gallon. So here's the deal, guys. I really have the urge to just get up to a nice, awesome place in the mountains and where it's a little cooler, somewhere where I can fish and kayak and do stuff like that. So I, right now, am gonna pass by some stuff here on the lower stretches of the 395 that is truly awesome, like the Alabama Hills and that historic site called Manzanar, which is definitely on my list of places to visit. But I just really have the urge to get up to some elevation and get into the mountains. So you'll see me pass this stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to hit it on my way back. Hello from Bishop, guys. Got about 202 miles on this tank of fuel, and before I head up and up, I'm just gonna top off. But the good news is this is probably gonna be the last fuel I buy for a couple weeks, because I'm just gonna be hanging out in this whole general area and not burning much fuel. Well, look at that novel concept. They had squeegees, so I was able to clean my windshield. So far, the drive up to 395 is not a very intense one. It's just kind of running through the desert, and then you transition to a little bit of a higher desert. Like right now, we're sitting at 4,154 feet. But the next 40 miles, I can't remember it because it's been so long, but there is a pretty big grade section up here. I think we're going to be climbing a few thousand feet. So this section up here is probably going to be one of the more difficult and stressful parts for your vehicle, but it's also where the beauty just goes skyrocketing. Well, let me know, or why don't you recommend some sites that are not part of the reservation system?
Well, they're all online, but it's not very busy right now.
Because I would hate for somebody to like have it booked. Because I called and they said that only 60% of the sites are up for the reservation system, and the other ones are first come, first serve.
They told you wrong. I mean, people can reserve anything on our website.
Good news, guys. AT&T has 62 on the latency, 11.7 on the down, 2.2 on the up. Verizon's even better. 76 latency, 32 down, 10 up. For travel vloggers, those are very good numbers, because that means you can upload your videos in a very timely manner. So she was super helpful. Gave me a list of about 5 campsites to check out, and this reservation system, campgrounds, is awfully interesting, and it's like a sensitive subject, especially for travelers. Like, I totally get it. It's an awesome thing if you have like 1 to 2 weeks off, or you're planning a trip. You know, you make that reservation. That way you are guaranteed to have a place. But it's not good if they book out an entire campground. Yeah, it kind of takes away the spirit of travel. And our rig is large, so a lot of these campsites don't have very many places for us. Well, if that's on, that will be helpful. Guys, I'm thinking 74 right here is going to be my site. Looks like there's plenty of room for me to back on in there. This is where having a co-pilot really comes in handy, and I'm missing you, honey. like a glove, and I was even able to leave room so I can scoot the ATV out from the campsite without having to like go load and unload in the roadway. This is it. What do you think? We're sitting at about 7,700 feet of elevation. The campsites are a little close together, but there's nobody here right now. Got the generator all set. The dogs are enjoying a little outside time. All right, guys, it's time for me to wrap up this video. Thanks for riding with me today, and yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button for some seriously good times up here in the Eastern Sierra. So now it's time to send the drone up. We'll see you tomorrow.